So this is going to be the Hujam in the Cambridge, which is the Tier 9 American heavy cruiser. Now, I don't know too much about it, Hujam, so why don't you tell us what's so special about her?
Well, she's from the get-go, all I knew about it, honestly, before I even played it, was it's just it's a Tulsa hull / Buffalo hull with dual turrets, 3 dual turret Alaska guns, but it's also got the 305s, but it's also got cruiser dispersion on it. That's all I knew at the time.
Okay. I thought it was an Alaska hull.
No. It's got a Tulsa hull.
It's definitely not Alaska.
Yeah, it's just a little cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
So what I didn't know also was it also maneuvers like crazy. Its turning circle is actually really good. It's got a super heal, which I wasn't really. That was a little bit. Didn't know about that either.
Mm-hmm.
For American stuff, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And also, it's also got the same. Since it's got the Tulsa hull, it's also got the same detection. It's very like small detect. Like it's surprisingly low. So I didn't even build into it, but
no, you didn't.
Just on the module, but I didn't put it into the captain skill. I could actually gotten lower, but yeah.
Okay.
So it can actually do some sneaking around, and yeah, there's just a lot going for it that you don't even know about because nobody really knew. There's only a couple review videos, and they just kind of mainly touched on the guns, and the guns are fantastic, but there's like a whole package here that's like surprisingly really good at Tier 9. Like you can make the argument this is probably a better Alaska than Alaska is.
Interesting.
It's just not as tanky, but it can sneak around and do some crazy stuff, and you actually don't really. I didn't run with concealment, and I felt like it really didn't need it because the concealment is like competitive without it. And then on top of that, you can run concealment and you even be more sneaky.
Okay.
But this thing really does well in the open water because it's so maneuverable out there. It does it really well, and anybody showing broadside battleship or cruiser, they're gonna get hit. I mean, it's gonna hit.
Okay. I think it's funny that both SAT says it's a Balti hull, and then MNote says no, or Pockington says it's Oregon City. What I think it's kind of funny is like everybody's like, oh, it's this hull, no, it's that hull. What hull is it?
Yeah.
it's just.
All I know, it's a very good hull because it's really low detect for those style cruisers.
Happy New Year to you, Weekend Warrior.
Maybe it's actually its own special hull then.
That's a possibility. All right, well, let's take a look at your build then. So you've gone with Main Armaments Mod 1, engine room protection, aiming systems, propulsion, concealment, and main battery. As you said, the maneuverability is really good on it. It's already under 9 seconds rudder shift stock, and I always recommend 10 seconds or lower for cruisers. So no need to worry about maneuverability there. And then for...
I mean, you can go full lighthouse, however which way you want. Like this is one cruiser that can accommodate any build you like. If you want to be super safe, you can play super safe. If you want to be ultimately incredibly aggressive, you can. I kind of like took a in between, you know, less on concealment and more on healing.
Okay.
But yeah,
sounds good. And obviously you could run the hydro module in slot 2, but like you said, it's a new ship. You're like, what the heck is this? And whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is my first game. I just kind of put it together and like, let me try it out with Thurback because it's like a 3-man team. We got like Thurback's all right. I mean, as a DD player, is actually pretty decent. And then they had Carthage, and Carthage is actually really good as a battleship player. So I just kind of threw it together real quick. Like I didn't even put any special modules or anything. I just like popped it in. Let's go.
Yep.
And this is the captain I sometimes use the Salem. This is like it's not it's Farragut. Yeah, I put Farragut.
Yeah, I wouldn't put any special modules on either until you know if you really like the ship or not. So you've gone with Farragut, which gives you the buff Grease the Gears and the buffed Gunfeeder. Farragut is a clone of the Doze, by the way, and Halsey's skills. So this is very common for the special commanders. And then you've gone with consumable
enhancement.
This is also
my Salem build too. So that's why I just picked them real quick and just threw them on here.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you've gone then with consumable enhancements, adrenaline rush, superintendent, survivability, both outnumbered, and top grade gunner. Okay.
Right.
And you said this is your Salem build, so you don't run concealment expert on Salem, huh? Interesting.
Right. Yeah, this is actually kind of a new experimental build I'm trying with Salem. Just not going with the honestly, I don't really need consumable expert either, or superintendent on my bad on this for Salem.
Well,
but
yeah, but if it's got a super heal or a heal in general, it's nice to have extra charges of it.
Yeah.
Now, SAT's been suggesting if you really don't feel like you need the concealment from both, then you have the flexibility to pick and choose. Now, if this is your Salem build and you don't run concealment expert on Salem, you know, this could also this is a neat trick that SAT is suggesting, could also free up a little bit of possibility as well. So what he's saying is trade outnumbered for concealment expert, and then up here you can go with slot 5 with steering gears. That gets your maneuverability. Look at your rudder shift time now, 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's absurd.
5 seconds. So
you're down there in DD numbers.
Yeah. So that's something kind of fun you can also try out at some point. You've got plenty of 21-point captains at this point, so you can slap another one on. And
way too many.
Yeah.
I still have another Doe cloned Evans. Make him 21 points. Let's just don't need him, but at the same time, I guess I could.
Yeah, I've been slacking on mine too. For your flags, you got ship HP, fire extinguishing, fire chance, heal boosting, speed boosting, consumables, and anti-air. Okay, might as well round it out nicely with the flags, huh?
Yeah, honestly, I should put the ram flag on there. The anti-air. This ship's anti-air is kind of weak.
Yeah, I'd agree with anti-air. Anti-air would be a good choice.
So yeah, we're facing up against. We only have one division on the other side, and it's a Jaeger. It's a Jaeger and what is it? The radar ship for the Australians. I can't remember. Brisbane. So honestly, in my mind, we got to go after them, take care of them at least.
And they're divisioned. There's also a carrier involved. Even though it's a tier 8 carrier, you still have to worry about the constant spotting that they're going to provide for their team.
Yeah, we're kind of like mid-tier, but only a couple tier 10s. One of them being the sub, which is annoying, and a carrier. So this is kind of one of those annoying matches, possibly from the get-go.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay. I'm trying to think about like your major threats, right? You've got obviously Los Andes if you're in radar range, Io if you're broadside, same thing with Keksars. Lepanto just sneezes at you with sap and connects, that hurts.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
as far as battleship's concerned, it's not a super dangerous group. Maybe the Los Andes if he's sneaking around the islands all the time, which with this map, this is only the second time I played this map, and the first time I played it was earlier in the night, so it's like
okay.
So I know the weaknesses of this map. It's yeah, I was hoping maybe get some smokes too from SAT was hoping, but Thurback's kind of scoping the middle a little bit, but at the same time with the carriers, I don't know if it was worth it for him. So we decided let's go hit this flank on this side. It's a little bit weaker since we don't have that many ships. Since normally we would be on that side if we spawn normally, but with a 3-man div, we get shoved in the middle.
All stations.
Now on this map,
that we can run into their div too. On this side, maybe a little overpower them.
Yeah, on this map, I often find the North spawn has a significant advantage on the other side, because this island at Delta 3, this spot there is a very good spot if you're going to sit farm with HE and stuff and just keep spamming.
Yeah. This I haven't really played this map a whole lot. I honestly don't play randoms a whole lot, so
join the club.
All right. But honestly, these last couple days of playing on randoms with like a div, it's been surprisingly better than the normal what I would be expecting of like, lots of blowouts and one-sided games and people dying within the first 30 seconds, somehow.
That's the rank. Sorry, that's the random experience. Also ranked, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, so Thurback went and scouted out B, saw nothing, and is going to C now?
Yeah, and I mean, this is while he was streaming too, so you know how it is when you're playing with streamers. Sometimes they're a little more distracted with chat and all that, so...
No, never. Never.
So he's gonna come over here. He decided to come over here to C.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe took it, and then we noticed like the Jaeger got spotted over there. So then it's like, okay, now we know where they're going.
Reporting the target position.
Yeah,
That div is going. So we're gonna go full on to. In my mind, we need to go full on to take care of that div because that's a really sneaky div. Because you can spot stuff with him, and then the anything he spots, the Brisbane can back up real fast, and that's it.
Right.
A little shy about taking a shot right now with the Iowa.
The nice thing for you...
I don't know how the ship is.
Yeah, the nice thing for you is...
Now I noticed like the shifting around with the ship is actually pretty fast. So I'm like, I might be able to take some shots without having to worry about, you know, getting destroyed.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
I do like that you've got... They're back there that can actually contest the Jaeger with its radar and everything.
Yeah.
Weekend Warrior says, not a pro streamer. Ooh, nice Citadel.
Yeah, that's when I was just like, wow. I wasn't expecting a Citadel of that kind of range, but yeah.
Well, Alaska guns.
Shooting against Ibukis, you tend to overpen a lot. But yeah, the 305s being a little bit smaller.
Well, so the Japanese heavy cruisers have troll armor. They troll both the player and the people shooting it.
Right.
Because there are times where you think, oh, for sure, I'm not going to get a Citadel, and blasted when you're playing the ship. Plenty of times you're shooting at the ship that's broadside, and you're expecting Citadels, and you get torpedo protection hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Poor Iowa.
That's me every time I'm fighting a Latin American battleship.
Yeah, Carthage is full pushing it. Since you notice that it's just an Iowa and a Tirpitz, he can just go.
Well, that does provide a lot of utility for the team. You like the Cambridge? It's a Citadel killer, Kane? She was released at a time where there were so many other ships released, it was hard to keep track of, like, what each one was and why you should care about them. I feel like just Wargaming at one point vomited premium ships. And this is one of them.
I'm trying to see if I can get some cheeky shots over this hill.
Yeah, going
and I'm not sure if this guy's not moving or moving.
He's reversing
also,
now.
Like, yeah. Also, the 30-day expired on the mods, so half the mods weren't working right either.
Yep. We've been dealing with that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Nice Citadel. Now your Valpo buddy is backing off, probably figuring there's Jaeger Torps coming.
Yeah, Jaeger Torps or Brisbane Torps, really.
Well, don't have to worry about Brisbane Torps in a few minutes.
Yeah. Normally when I see Brisbane's, they're always like super cheeky and they're always like running around, swinging Torps left and right, and this guy's playing like a more of a DM style, hanging out behind a rock and radaring, and yeah.
Well, his problem is he backed up too far.
Yeah.
Ignore Ibuki and farm Tirpitz? Why? You can get Citadels. Jesus. Glad that you like it there, Kane.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I don't think we've seen Jaeger Torps in a while.
I don't know where he went either. I know he went like straight back to his spawn, and they were just doing long range torps from there.
Are those? I think I see sub torpedoes. Yeah, those are definitely sub torpedoes. Good thing your hydro's available.
Yeah. I haven't had a reason to use it. I'm like, with Val just charging ahead, you know, he's got all the spot all the torps there, and then I'm all kind of become more of a second line chip.
All stations, reporting the position
Yeah, I
of
saw you
the
using it
strategic target.
earlier when you were pushing in, which makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you guys are up 2 ships at this point. You smashed the other flank, but your other side is pretty much collapsed. Oh wait, no, the sub's over there? Was over there. Okay, so those are Jaeger torps. It look like sub torps. It's weird.
Yeah, it could be like, it could be some mod issue too. Right now, so
Yeah,
it's
it could
like
be.
most of the stuff's broken.
Right?
Getting some weird icons. Oh yeah, I'm going for him now. Ask me about the cross yet.
Their back's in trouble.
Yeah, he got a little too close to that cross.
Yeah, personally,
And that
I
other
wouldn't
ship's-
have. If I was playing black, I would have continued following radiolocation and then just killed the Jaeger.
Yeah, pushed him all the way. Well, he's normally I would expect the Jaeger to be closer than where I end up finding him, because he's just firing his torps at max range this whole game. So
What he scored to you guys?
yeah,
I mean, you did kill his friend.
yeah.
Rip their back. Hey, City Slop.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Ooh, implacable. The
Yeah, I saw
carrier
the
is.
CV. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Time
Hold
to
on a
turn and get
second.
this- Take care of this guy.
There you go. Now you can start swinging.
Yeah, this ship is a menace to anything lower tier. I can't see this as like a top tier ship. It's gonna be pretty nasty to go up against.
I can see. So would you play this in ranked if it was tier 9, 8, 9?
Oh yeah,
or...
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
This is probably like one of the top ships now at tier 9. I didn't know how good it was, so I actually played it. It's kind of like, eh.
Well, like I said, so many ships released. It's hard to keep track of them all and then play them all.
Right. I mean, the accuracy is so good. Like, this is one of those, like, if even if Valparaiso, if he shows any little bit of side, it's gonna get hit. As long as he stay out of his secondary range, he's got to stay bow into you the whole time. To you.
Torpedoes to port.
So if he can find a way to cross him,
Torpedoes
he's
to
got to
port.
make choices. Either gotta sit there and, like,
Torpedoes
you
to
know.
port.
But with ships like this, it's just, yeah, it's just.
Jaeger's basically behind the Ibuki. Wow. Hot chocolate does sound good, famous potatoes.
Do you like the Cambridge?
Oh, I like it a lot. I was surprised how good it is, actually.
Okay. Noted.
Reporting a target position.
It can do stuff open water that, you know, most of the tier 9 cruisers really can't. And it can actually, you know, you bring a lot of threat that, you know, sadly most tier 9 cruisers just don't have.
You want
Yeah,
Hawaii in a
Ibuki being
crate. It is an HE spammer, yeah. And that's why people like it, because it just dock-a-dock-is everything.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kill
It's
because
actually,
it's got the
there's a
hull.
lot of strategy with Hawaii. I can go on and on about Hawaii,
Torpedoes to port.
how actually pretty incredible it is, but you know, it's just there's a lot of strategy between the F key and the and the non-F key. Yeah.
Oh, congrats on the Anchorage savior.
Torpedoes to port.
Excuse me.
Although just like that, it's already 200,000. I didn't even feel like I did like a whole lot during the game, except for this last little bit.
Yeah. And now you can
Just
load the
damage just
HE.
goes pretty crazy with the damage with the AP on this game, on the guns.
I mean, every salvo I see you fire, you're basically doing about 10k.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, your reload's what, like 10 seconds? So you're basically wrapping out.
Yeah, the reload's also super
every
low.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Mind you, you need to have
crazy damage.
What heal does it get? Is it the Minotaur heal?
Yeah, I think it's the same heal as Salem.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it does on
Torpedoes,
Citadel.
dead ahead. Torpedoes to port.
How much, if it does Citadel damage like some of the Pan American ships do, but I'm not really sure. Or if it's like the Vermont heal or whatever.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, I know the
Citadel
Pan Am
damage.
ships have the cruisers at least, like San Martin. It can heal up extra Citadel damage.
So, I have that specific, what is it, stat memorized. The Pan American cruisers heal up 80% of any and all types of damage. Including Citadel damage, which is what makes them really disgusting.
Play more randoms, yes. And yes, this is a random battle, Tyler.
Yeah, I've actually been playing ranked a lot. I'm trying to actually hit rank 1 for like first time in like 8 months.
Yeah.
I just played 3 games and quit, but
right? Yeah, you put Halsey on this, get Confederate. Oh,
yeah. I can imagine like how crazy it would be. Well, this is already firing so fast. Steel 5 is firing crazy as it is.
It's like you knew that the torps were coming, but you just didn't care.
Right.
1.2 million credits. I think you were using some boosters, huh?
I think it was just green. I don't remember. No, blue maybe. I don't know. I got Confederate. Normally, if you get Confederate whenever you're playing, you're making a ton of credits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Look at your position on the scoreboard. Surprise, surprise. And of course, 900 extra base XP at top of second place. Wow. Very good performance out of your guns, especially the AP, of course.
That was the new map too, right?
Yes, was. Yeah. You had the 40%, so that's greens? I think you're right.
That's green, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Imagine if you had the blues.
Yeah, it'd be close to almost 2 million credits, I would think.
Right?
Or close, yeah.
Geez, I don't know what stat I would want to highlight for this game. You didn't get shot at a lot, but when you did get shot at, you shrugged off most of the damage.
Yeah.
But like, what I find so interesting about this game is just how good you were able to get the AP to work for you.
I mean, it's not a whole lot, not that hard, especially when you have a actual cruiser dispersion on the 305s. It's just, and it's got the improved pen angles too, and it's just nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just one nasty little ship. I can see it like, this is probably top 3 tier 9 ships.
Oh,
at least top 5.
Okay.
Some people say it's the best. I can see that too, because there's just so much flexibility. There's so much, so many builds it could take. I mean, it's kind of nutty.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, look at this. Your Citadel rate is like 20% of the penetrations you hit, which is just, wow. All right, well, let's put the replay render up, and if you guys have ideas for titles, please feel free to share them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see like, I don't think this is a great PvE boat, but definitely very good PvP boat, just because it punishes,
Mm-hmm. I think it'd still be good for PvE, especially with the super heal. Makes it more, definitely more, what's the word I'm looking for? Forgiving.
Yeah. But at the same time, like with asymmetrics, all the bots have like laser accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
They know where the weaknesses are, so, getting overmatched somewhere by like, face up against a lot of Vostok or Sinop or any of the little Russian ones. I don't know why the Russian ships are so unbelievably accurate.
Just put the rudder shift module on slot 5. You'll be good.
Yeah, I hope, but yeah.
So SFNL has an interesting title. I don't know if he was thinking of it being a title, but he said it twice, so I'm going to use it. Play randoms. Could be a fun title, I suppose. Any other ideas for titles, y'all?
.305 Menace.
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay, 305 Menace.
What do you run on her? Do you? I wasn't here for the original build.
Cambridge style
yours?
education, Valiant. There you
Actually,
go.
don't.
Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
that's
Disrespect everything.
Wow.
I
That's
like
another
what
good choice.
Valiant said.
I do too. Hujam, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the Cambridge style education. That's pretty good.
Done. And you could even screenshot the credit earning as part of like the cost of that education. Oh my god.
So
well,
yeah,
thank you, Classic.
I'm running the what's it called, concealment module, but I'm not running the concealment on the captain build.
Right.
Now, in this current situation of the game, where a lot of people still believe that the dispersion is being affected more than it's actually the game stating and what WG is saying, you could make an argument that the concealment module is actually better than the actual captain skill.
Yes,
because it affects dispersion.
Yes, right. Right. And there's the victory.
That's
How do you get the game bridge?
Dazzle has gained a lot more value than it should now, too. Yeah.
Well, that's because Wargaming buffed it because nobody was using it. Right. I think the only way you can get Cambridge now is through Santa Crunch, but correct me if I'm wrong there.
Right now. Yeah.
Okay. When she came out, I think
during the what's it called, the San Diego event, I think is when it came out.
I think you're right.
Really, it's came out that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's been dead silent about all the reviewers. Like, they only had the initial review stuff, and that's just kind of nobody else talked about it.
Yeah, people have been kind of sleeping on it quite a bit. Yeah.
I got her, I think, in Santa Crunch this year. So.
Well.
Oh, you should try it out. If you haven't played it yet, you have to play it. It is way better than you would think it would be.
So
it's just you gotta play it. It's just something different. Like it's definitely breaks the mold of Tier 9, where everything that comes out Tier 9 is utter trash for cruisers, anyways.
So what you're basically saying is this is almost like the gaming journalist equivalent of reviewers who basically just slept on this ship for years.
Right, right.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, well, hey, thanks for sending the replay in, Hujam, and supporting the channel as always. This was fun to start.